garage sale. She's on Zoom. And I saw Jan too. Hi, everybody. So today we're going to kind of wing it because we didn't get a printout of the program as we go through. So please be patient with us as we just kind of plug into what's going on. But it's all perfect, absolutely. So this is Wellspring, Sunday, the end of November, November 30th, 2025. I'm Vicki Avery. I'm a board member here. I'm not really bored. I really have a lot of fun, but I'm on the board. Okay. So, as always, we start out with some announcements. We have some announcements. There we go! Gobble! So, early birds, every Sunday morning, 9:30 via Zoom. Link is in the weekly email or on the website. And our speaker today is our beloved Donna Stryker. She's got some really hot red cowgirl boots on, you guys. It's great. Upcoming speakers for December. Next Sunday will be Judy Bethman. The 14th is Reverend Sandy Scott. She comes to us via Truth or Consequence. The 21st is Dr. Edward Burlbaugh. And the end of the month, December 28th, is Reverend Kamatara. She has moved from Albuquerque and is now a resident of Las Cruces. The commute is much easier for her. So Thursday evening group still continues to meet at 7 o'clock over in the social hall or via Zoom, and you can get the coordinates from Cleona or from Edward. So, St. Paul Methodist Church has a program, The Wonderful Life, on Friday the 5th, Saturday the 5th, and Saturday the 5th. I don't think that's right. I think it's... Yeah, but their times are at 7, 2, and 7. $5 admission at the door. And for those of you who don't know, St. Paul's is the copper top there on Alameda. And whatever's next is coming up. Whoa, there it is. That's our December community outing. And wonderful news, it is sold out. Yay. So that's Sunday, December 14th. It's the Christmas concert for the Mesilla Valley Chorale, 3 o'clock at Rio Grande. An unexpected Christmas concert. Thanks, Cleona. Okay. And lastly, our prayer team is always ready to serve and support you. You may submit a request via our webpage, or we do have paper copies in the back there. And they meet every Tuesday afternoon virtually at 4:15 to pray with you. And you may consider sitting in your quiet space during that time, because we know that we are one in spirit and the energy of prayer knows no limit. And now for an invocation, if you'd like to just get comfortable in your seat. And those of you at Zoom, get comfortable however you want to. Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit, the all that is, that flows in, through, and around each of us, is with us here today for our Sunday celebration. We know that all is in divine order. This is the season of Thanksgiving, so we give great thanks for the opportunity to gather together as a like-minded spiritual community to support each other on our individual spiritual journeys. And we say together, and so it is. And now, if you're able, please stand for the Song of Joy. We'll have music by Edwin.
And everybody. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you, so use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine its light, and God needs us to shine its light, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you, so use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Awesome. You guys sounded so pretty. People tell me I should be on the stage. It leaves in half an hour and y'all can join me. Okay. So now let's say together our vision, mission, and our affirmation. Our vision to elevate spiritual consciousness in our world. Our mission to support individual spiritual quests through celebration, study, counsel, loving fellowship, and service. And our affirmation, my heart overflows with gratitude for the abundant blessings in my life. I see Spirit's love in all things and affirm the good that is always present. With appreciation, I give and receive freely, knowing that I am part of an infinite cycle of abundance. And so it is. And now it's my great honor to introduce, for our special music, Melanie Burns. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Reverend Vicki. This is a song by Marty Haugen, written in 1981, called Gather Us In. Here in this place, the new light is streaming. Shadows of doubt are vanished away. See in this space our fears and our dreamings brought here to you in the the light of this day. Gather us in, the lost and forsaken. Gather us in, our spirits inflame. Call to us now, and we shall awaken. We shall arise at the sound of our name. We are the young, our lives are a mystery. We are the old who yearn for your face. We have been sung throughout all of history, called to be light to the whole human race. Gather us in, the rich and the haughty. Gather us in, the proud and the strong. Give us a heart so meek and so lowly. Give us the courage to enter the song. Not just in buildings small and confining, not in some heaven light years away. Here in this place a new light is shining. Now is God present, and now is the day. Gather us in and hold us forever. Gather us in and make us your own. Gather us in, O peoples together. Fire of love in our flesh and our bone. Fire of love in our heart and our home.
Thank you, Melody. As always, beautiful. Thank you for sharing your gift of music with us. So, time of the holidays, people are traveling quite a bit. And if you're on the road and you're not quite sure where you are or where you're going, I'm sure some of you all remember, we used to have those crazy folded up paper maps that could help us on our path. I do too. I don't like the GPS yammering at me.
Exactly.
But it's always a challenge to refold the map. Yeah. Right. Well, and when we're on our spiritual paths, what do we do if we're feeling lost or not centered? Different religions have different guides. We have the Bible, we have the Torah, we have the Quran, so we can always go to those for guidance. If we're feeling lost, we can get plugged into the knowledge and the wisdom that are in those reference books. Those of us who believe in the philosophy of the science of mind, Ernest Holmes created the 5-step affirmative prayer. And that's something that we can plug into for guidance. And so today's reading is from the 365, one of my favorite books. And this one is called Affirmative Prayer. Today, thousands of people are coming to believe in and use the power of affirmative prayer. We are entering into a new era of spiritual acceptance. Something definite is happening in the field of spiritual thought and endeavor. From all sources, we are coming to realize that affirmative prayer is dynamic. It should be easier today than ever before for people to accept simple teachings that there is a power greater than ourselves that desires our good, and a law of mind that we can consciously use for definite purposes. We shall be both inspirational and scientific when we come to believe this, inspirational in the belief and scientific in the use of the law. For a while, the belief is personal. The law is impersonal and acts upon our thought regardless of who we are. We should come to believe in the exactness of this law. We should use it definitely and consciously. This requirement applies to every science and is applied equally to the science of mind, for we are not dealing with chaotic laws that may or may not respond to us. We are dealing with the certainty, a reaction that is equal to the action or a response that is equal to our own conviction. We are dealing with a definite principle, but this conviction is personal, a thing of warmth, of color, and of feeling. Today, I affirm the all good. I know that my word being acted upon, a power greater than I am, is sure to accomplish this purpose. Therefore, I find peace, joy, and an inward tranquility in my own acceptance. Knowing that the law of God is perfect, I know that my word is certain. My faith is complete. My affirmation cannot be denied. Living in this continually acceptance, finding security in this complete trust, in gratitude, I accept every good thing life has to offer, and in love, I share it with all. And so it is.
So it is.
So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our cowgirl of the day, Donna Stryker.
It's a 3 Kleenex kind of Sunday, I'm just telling you. Okay, good, because I'm going to need it. Thank you, sweetheart. Bless you, love you. Do you see my boots? Yeah. Just so you know. I had black, but they were, yeah. So, good morning, everybody. Got a couple readings. Tell me what I already know. Speak to me of the cosmic self in me. Remind me again that God is more than my awareness, that the forces of mind never desert my thoughts. Sing again the phrases which call forth my belief and make me stand fast in silent devotion when I have forgotten everything. Don't scowl or press hard. Don't cast your eyes askew. Be the vessel of my knowing for just a brief while as I gather up the pieces of my mind, so scattered from my tumble. Smile, love me, and tell me softly what I already know. I have one more. Lots been going on in our lives lately. Will I ever be sure? While visiting in Italy, I and a group of American tourists happened upon an old bandanaed woman sitting in church, saying her rosary. I could see her lips move soundlessly through her mysteries as she fingered each worn bead in a well-remembered ritual. Our clattering did not disturb her one jolt. So intent was her devotions. Later on, I wondered if I would ever know my God as well as she knows hers. I imagined that through her long life, her ancient rosary guided her through the good times and the bad. Did my faith have the same certainty? I have seen visions of the faithful being called to prayer by the intonations of the muezzin, reminding all of the greatness of God. Without hesitation, every face turned toward Mecca, every forehead touched the ground in abject surrender. Will I ever be that sure? If I were a Kashmiri weaving his complex designs, could I weave my heart of devotion in the threads of the unfolding rug? Some days, I am sure, when the breath of God breezes past my cheek as I walk, and when I place my energy-dispensing hand upon someone's limb to feel him in relaxing into comfort, when my beloved and I dissolve a quarrel instantly with one quiet touch, I am sure, when I sit in my temple and I melt into the surroundings, I am sure. Perhaps these are my prayer rugs, my rosary. Perhaps I have been looking outward in envy instead of inward in recollection. Perhaps she of the rosary, seeing my sureness, might nod in recognition. The Spirit can give us only what we can take. It imparts of itself only as we partake of its nature. It can tell us only what we can understand. So I told Vicki, I don't know, a few weeks ago actually, that my talk was going to be plug in. And it's really plugging into treatment. So what do you say when you don't know what to say? What do you say when you don't have words? Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt like, I don't know what to say? I don't know what to do? For those of you who know me, mom, sis, especially my husband, people might think that's impossible for someone like me. That's why they called me Chatty Cathy growing up, because I do know how to talk. But even I am speechless sometimes. Sometimes it's a friendly conversation. Sometimes it's an intimate conversation. Sometimes it's professional. Sometimes it's fearful. Someone has said something to you, and you don't know what to say. You don't know how to react. It's called dumbfounded. Because what we're thinking is, was it silly? Was it hurtful? Was it unkind? Was it flattering? Even sometimes when someone compliments us, we don't know what to say. The words just won't come. Just so you know, dumbfounded is from the 17th century, but what it means today is astonished or amazed. And I'm going with that. We are tongue-tied and unsure. What is the most appropriate response? For some of us, we will come up with something because we feel we must. It's expected, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do? That whole we're supposed to do thing? What if we didn't? What if we took a moment to plug into Spirit and state what we already know? All the answers that we will ever need. I don't know about you, but sometimes I forget my truth.
Okay.
Sometimes I just forget who I am. I'm just putting the question out there in case anybody else feels the same way. But what if? I cried writing this whole darn thing. It's really hard to see when you can't see and you have Kleenex and my mascara is running. What if? What if we took a moment, a minute or two to respond? So my husband and I are watching this really, really cute show called Man on the Inside with Ted Danson. He's 76 years old, and his wife has died, and he's working as an apprentice in a PI firm. He wants to be a private investigator. He was an engineer. He loves to talk. In fact, he records almost everything he's doing. So he meets this woman, and she's a tenured professor at the college where he's doing his little investigation, and they're having a conversation, and he just asked her a question. She looks like she's having a seizure or something, and she goes glassy-eyed, turns around and walks away. He doesn't know what to say. He just asked her a question about how long she'd been working there, so nothing offensive. She just leaves. He's mystified. Few moments later, half hour, something like that, she comes back and she walks up to him and she says, 40 years. What? What? I don't understand. And she said, well, I'm a musician. And I heard lyrics. And when I hear my lyrics, I have to go write them down immediately. And that's why she left. But she remembered he had asked her a question, and so she came back to answer the question. And he laughs, and he understands. She wasn't being rude. She was just quirky and artistic, and she was just being her. How many of us look at situations like that, and we're thinking, oh my God, that person's rude, or maybe they're sick, or maybe there's something wrong. Nope. They just didn't meet our expectations of what is supposed to be proper and right and all that. What do you say? How do you react? So recently in our life, a very traumatic situation has occurred, and it's given me a lot of opportunity to look at what to say when I don't know what to say. A very, very good friend of ours suffered a fall, which resulted in a traumatic brain injury, which resulted in cranial surgery and rehab, and which will take time for her to completely work through. And sometimes with traumatic brain injuries, because I've been doing a lot of research on it, folks are different after them. Personality changes, likes, dislikes, memory, and more. And we want to react with those friends or our family as we've always done before. But now they don't react the same. And we don't know what to say. And we do not know how to react to that new reality. Can you imagine how hard it is for us? But more importantly, how hard it is for them. So because of this situation, it's been on my mind a lot, and I've been doing a lot of treatment, a lot of prayer. So I'm walking one day, and I'm trying to focus, and I'm trying to breathe, and I'm trying to take my time. So I go through the stages of treatment. And I realized, if I would simply plug in to the energy of spirit, and I went through all of the steps, that every solution, everything I'm asking for, peace, whatever, is right there. It's right there. Spiritual mind treatment, or the 5 steps of treatment, or prayer. In the 60s, Ernest Holmes still called it prayer. I don't know if you knew that or not, but he did still call it prayer back then. The 5 steps of treatment are easy. They're simple, but they're not easy. So I was raised in a Baptist faith. Some of us was raised as Catholics, whatever. But we were raised with pleading prayer. Please, God. Begging prayer. Wanting, needing, grasping. For whatever subject. That's because we were taught we were lacking. We were less than. We were not connected to God. God's out there. The Father, the minister, the priest is over there, and we're down here. But we have had those belief systems for thousands of years, and that has been part of the consciousness of our world. So I'm thinking it's okay for me to forget. I'm thinking I have a few bits of DNA in me that might go back to those times, and maybe you do too. Maybe that's why it's hard for me to remember the truth of who I am and how to use treatment on a daily basis. I have mascara running down my face yet, baby? Okay. Nothing good. Okay. It's all good. So if I use treatment and I apply it on a daily basis, and I'm religious about it, just kidding. Wow, can you imagine how powerful our lives could be? So I'm walking, and I'm speaking my treatment, and I'm remembering the first step. Remember, I'm a prac, right? I got this, right? God is all there is. And then I go down a rabbit hole and I realize that word God, the gray-haired guy, the big white beard, the big chair like Lincoln sits in at the memorial in D.C., omnipotent. And I think, Donna, for God's sakes, it's a word. Focus. Go back. Doesn't matter what you call it. Do you see how my life is? Anybody identify with this at all, I hope? So I go with spirit, universe, whatever, and I state out loud, spirit is all there is. Simple statement. Simple thought. But deep down,
Hello.
is that me?
I'm okay. How are you?
Okay. I look down the road. I see the trees. I see the birds. I see the beauty of spirit. I see the Oregons. I see the West Mesa. I see the beauty of spirit. And it fills me with peace. And I'm only on the first step of treatment. And I feel so connected and I feel so plugged in to the feeling of being one. Next step, I am one with spirit, universe, divine, energy. And that fills the space that I'm in. Whether it's on the road that I live on, whether it's in the community I live in, the state I live in, the country, the world, the universe. Just the thought that little old me could be connected to spirit. That's crazy, right? But it's my truth. It's my birthright. It's your birthright. We need to remind ourselves, and not on Sundays, every single day. Divine connectivity. Free, no monthly bill, and no sign-up charges. Divine connectivity. Spirit is all there is. I am one with spirit. I can feel the energy in my body. Step 3. I accept and embody my good. This is where the world literally is our oyster. Do you like oysters? I love oysters. Okay, you don't like oysters, then pick something else. I mean, I accept and embody all my good. Not some, but all. I accept and embody my friend's good, my loved one's good, and I accept and embody the perfect outcome to this situation. I was talking to Vicki about this not too long ago, I think when I talked to you about the talk. And what most of us want to do is, if someone is ill or hurt or wounded, emotionally or physically, we want them to be healed. What does that mean? Is it healing as in it goes away? Or is it healing in that spirit will figure out what that means and what that definition is? Not what I want it to be, and maybe not what that person wants it to be. Spirit already knows. It's already done, it's in motion. And instead of asking for healing, for quick outcome, for recovery, for a lot of the specific human needs and wants, if Spirit's all there is, and I'm one with Spirit, and my friend is one with Spirit, then the plan for her, for me, for all of us, it already exists, and I'm just speaking the words of truth, and I acknowledge the right outcome, and I don't attach myself to what that means. And I think that's really hard. At least it's been very hard for me. Spirit doesn't make mistakes. Doesn't screw up. We do. Humans do. But perfect outcome is not what I'm asking for me, for her. It's what Spirit has already created. We have to like it. But I'm going to assume that Spirit has already got this in hand, and I'm going to acknowledge it, and I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to embody it for myself or whomever. Because when I was actively doing prayer work as a practitioner, I don't know if I really got that back then. I got it now, but I don't know. And so I wondered about that. So again, simple but not easy, which we've talked about before. The next step is one that should be something that's been on your mind because we just celebrated Thanksgiving, right? I give thanks for the truth. A friend of mine posts a lot on Facebook, and she posted this today. Very, very devout Christian. And I felt it was perfect. The Hebrew word for give thanks is what the fourth step of treatment or prayer is all about. Yada. And it literally means to acknowledge God in the middle of the mess. It doesn't mean feeling grateful. It doesn't mean wait till things get better. It means, Spirit, I see you present in this current situation. In the Jewish faith, yada wasn't used for victory. It was often used in seasons of fear, uncertainty, and waiting. Thanksgiving is an act of surrender when life doesn't always make sense. I looked at this, and another aha moment was born. New thought comes from ancient times, old texts, old faith, beliefs. And I love that surrender. Not old faith surrender, oh God, but in the thanks that are given because it means God or Spirit or the universe is present in every treatment, in, through, around, all situations, every day, today, every day. The easy statements, the tough ones, the ones that have to do with death and dying, loss, the ones that have to do with joy and peace and hope, family, employment, love, everything. Yada is gratitude in uncertainty. I like that one. It's gratitude in fear. It's gratitude in waiting, in confusion. Gratitude in not yet. Gratitude in even this. In biblical terms, we can find truth. And I don't think we should throw out something that specifically comes from the Bible that actually believes the same thing I believe in spirit. I think you know because you know. God is all there is. I am one with God, and I accept and embody my good, and I give great good thanks. In treatment, we always add what we need to that treatment. But those few simple words are very powerful if you just say those simple words. So the last step, I would say this is the hardest one. I release and I let go. And I let God and Spirit, whatever word fits your mouth, take over, in charge. Letting go. Trusting the process. Trusting the knowingness that Spirit is in, through, and around everything, every situation, every event, every moment of every day. Because we're human. Yes, I know we're spiritual beings, but humans are very stubborn. You think? Know anybody that's stubborn? Oh, yeah. We're stubborn and we forget our divinity. Holy moly. We're divine. I know for me sometimes that feels wrong to claim my divine self. Old tapes. Oh, well, you could be divine, but I can't be divine because you're better than me and I'm not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. I know for a fact, because I have seen this work in my own life and others, treatment works. It's true. It's ours for the taking. So I'm wrapping up my talk. And in the past, before I write my talk, I research, I Google, I look at Science of Mind, I look at all my books. Because I'm not thinking I'm very divine. I'm thinking the answers are out there instead of in me. So I gave that up a couple talks, 3-4 talks ago. So I sit down and I do my talk. But just for grins, I said, I wonder. So I put in, I don't know what to say, Science of Mind context, or something like that. So what does it tell me to do? When you don't know what to say, the science of mind approach involves a private internal dialogue or treatment. I'm like, yeah, Ben. Oh my God, I got this. Thank you, God. It works. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but I actually believe it works all the time, not just this time. It blew me away. And it can blow me away every single day if I'll let it, if we will let it. It was very dry. It wasn't very much fun. It wasn't very personal, but it was very right on spot for Science Mind. And it broke into the 5 steps of treatment. I'm like, thank you, God. Okay, I hear it. Okay, I get it. It proved to me, because I think we as humans need this, even though we in Science Mind don't think we do, but I think we kind of do need that proof thing. God is truly there. Spirit is truly there. The universe is all powerful, and it's in our lives. It's present every single day. And I know that the energy that is in spirit is in me. And I know I am one with the truth. And I'm one with God. And you are one with God. And I accept and embody this truth for myself and for all of us. No matter our personal situation, the truth is the truth. It's not good, it's not bad, but it simply is. And I choose to accept this for myself and all of you, my loved ones. And no matter what the journey is simply the journey. And in the oneness with Spirit, our true light shines into the world. And I know shaping, telling, or asking is not necessary. Not in the oneness with truth, because it'll always be revealed. And thanksgiving, great gratitude for these statements is the greatest statement I can make. Yada. I let go. I let God, Spirit, power of the universe, and I know that the work is done for myself and others. Shakespeare said in the 15th century, there is nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so. The word has power. We have power. We have the power of the word, and all we have to do is put it into action. I choose today to plug into treatment and use it. Nobody laugh. I'm going to sing you a song. No music. When I was in prac studies, one of our students wrote this. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was a guy. God is all there is. I am one with God. I accept and embody my good. I give thanks, I release, and I let God. Namaste. Normally I would do the outgoing prayer, but I think my entire talk today was a prayer and was a treatment. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
And the song was written by Gordon Butler. I have a copy
It was-
of it.
Okay, I couldn't remember who it was. So I figured you might when I saw it. I'm like, she remembers.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Wow. I shall pull it out again. Interestingly, the second song I have chosen is one called My Prayers that I keep rewriting and rewriting and rewriting. So here we go.
Father, Mother, God, we are praying. Lord God, we are listening. Spirit, Creator, you hear us. Oh God, we want to thank you. God, we know that you love us. Spirit, Creator, trusted friend, God, there's so much pain and suffering. God, we often are frightened. Spirit, Creator, Comforter, God, we do ask for patience. God, we ask for understanding. Spirit, Creator, guide us.
Thank you, Melody. That was beautiful. I'm at that point where I don't know what to say next. Thank you, Donna. We are a tithing community, so now it's time for our offering. If someone could please pass the bucket. We collect your gifts, and as I said, we are a tithing community, and every quarter we tithe 10% of our gifts to other organizations here, mostly locally, some outstate or nationally. So your gifts go out into the world. So we give great thanks for these gifts that come to us out of the love of your heart. So thank you for giving. We know that the giving and receiving is one flow, and we are part of that flow. So blessings. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. And speaking of giving thanks and blessings, there are many people that are involved with the Sunday service. So I want to give special thanks to Cleona, who was our techie today. Jim, who was on camera. And Edwin, thank you for your music this morning. And special thanks, Melody. Thank you. It's always a treat to have you here. Part of the family, always. And what can I say, Donna? You are truly a blessing. You are a gift to all of us. So thank you for your words. Thank you for sharing from your heart. And thank you to everybody out in Zoom land who joined us. And thank you for all of you that are here letting your light shine. This is Wellspring. This is love. This is joy. This is spirit. So thank you all. So, that being said, after we do our benediction and our community song, we can go next door for those of us who are present. And for those out in Zoom, if you want to stick around for a while and visit amongst yourselves. So, if you'd like to join in the benediction. Spirit in the midst of us is mighty. Joy, peace, and eternal life are our true nature and flow through us into the world. So it is. If you'd like to gather in the aisle there and hold hands, and we'll sing the peace song.
Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with thee. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our center, united all our way. Now we walk with each other in perfect